Trade fairs, you either love them or hate them. 11 billion people crammed into a hall. It's noisy and you often get heckled for your details by every stall owner. Even more, you often end up spending way more than you should because it was on sale. With most trade fairs running into the thousands of dollars, as a retailer, should you stump up the cash for a stand? Hey there, Salena from SalenaKnight.com and the Bringing Business to Retail podcast here. And today we're talking about whether, as a retailer, it's worth your money to stump up the cash and have a stand at a trade fair. Okay, so let's start talking about the benefits of having a stand at a trade fair. The biggest one is access to thousands or even tens of thousands of customers in your niche market. Brand awareness or product awareness, and of course, sales. The downside of trade fairs is that they usually run into the thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, depending on how big the fair that you're attending is. And by the time you've paid out for the stand, you've organised printing, shelving, props, wages, transport, parking, food, and potentially even accommodation, and of course the stock going on the stand, it adds up. Now, as a retailer, the margins often just aren't there to be able to turn a profit from trade fair sales because you're probably going to have to offer a discount as well. So I'm going to let you in on my top 3 ways that you can exhibit at a trade fair without breaking the bank. Now, don't worry, if you're on the go, I've popped all of this into a cheat sheet that you can download at SalenaKnight.com, so don't stress, just sit back and listen. The first one is to approach the supplier of one of your top 3 products and offer to enter into a partnership with them. In my experience, the supplier will pay for the stand and you pay for the staffing and any other costs incurred. The supplier will freight the stock direct to the trade fair. You're going to sell your little heart out and then return what hasn't been sold. You're then invoiced at wholesale, or better, sort this out before you agree rates on what's been sold. The second option is to pay for the stand yourself and then approach a handful, and my suggestion here is no more than 4 of your suppliers and offer to feature their product for a set fee. Now, that price is usually the price of the stand divided by the number of suppliers that you sign up. So this means for a smaller outlay on their part, they're still getting the brand awareness of a trade show, plus someone who is clearly passionate about their product, selling it to thousands of people. The key here is to have brands and products that align, but are in direct competition. The other point to be aware of is that you only feature their top product on your stand, because otherwise your stand is going to look way too busy for a consumer. So if you're featuring 4 suppliers, you want probably 4 to 8 products overall on your stand. I wouldn't go any more than 2 products per supplier. Now, my third option relies on your suppliers already having stands at the trade fair, because it can be difficult to staff stands for 8 to 10 hours a day for anything from 2 to 10 days long. So go to your suppliers and offer to work on their stand for free, or maybe you pay a staff member to go on your behalf, and in exchange you want to be able to promote your store as one of the key places where the product can be found. So you're going to have cards or flyers made up that advertises that supplier's products, with an added incentive for people to come into your store after the trade fair ends. Now, the sneaky part here is you can actually do this for several different suppliers at the one fair to get maximum exposure for your store. Now, remember, most suppliers won't make you commit to the whole day, so you can often commit to 2-hour blocks or 4-hour blocks. Now, whilst you won't make any cash from manning the stand, For the small outlay of your time or paying one of your team members to be there, it would only take a few sales after the trade fair to make that money back. So there you have it, 3 smart ways to have a stand at a trade fair without breaking the bank. Do you have any other trade fair solutions that work for your retail store? I'd love to hear them, so pop your experiences in the comments below and head on over to the salenanight.com website to download your cheat sheet and a whole bunch of other retail biz strategies, or subscribe to the Bringing Business to Retail podcast, where I interview industry and thought leaders about a wide range of topics that you can go back and implement into your retail biz. Until next week, see you later.